sind jetzt auf 250, ich fliege von Markstock nach Oberseetal und Alex ist hinter mir.
Hello YouTubers! Today I have a special video for you which I'm very proud of, which is a formation fly with my son Alex. Here I fly in ASW19 and we're close to the airport, and here you see my son below me in a Pilatus B4, which is an all metal glider which has a little bit less performance than the ASW19, and so that makes things a little bit more difficult for a formation flight. First, as you can see that he's below me, we need to make sure that we get to the same altitude. So I wait for him to get up to the same altitude as I am, and this is the sequence you see here. So now he's in the same place as I am, in fact a little bit higher. And of course during this formation flight we are in constant radio contact, so we're following the regulations and this is absolutely safe. And at this point the thermal is maxed out in terms of the altitude, and we then decide to go and do the formation flying. So we decide to go straight towards the next mountain peak, which is ahead of us. You can see that here, and here I radio to him that I'm going to pass on his right side. The beeping that you hear is the FLARM, the anti-collision, that is telling us that we're getting really close to each other and we better pay attention to what we're doing. And slowly we get closer and closer. And as I have a little bit higher performance in my glider, less sync rate, he goes down a little bit faster than I do, so we have to compensate for this. So in the radio we discussed this. And there's also other radio traffic. I tell him to go a little bit more to the left. And in the meantime I got a little bit higher than he is, but also behind him, so I used my extra altitude to accelerate. It seems like he's going up, but I'm just going down faster. You know, everything is relative. Just in front of Alex you see the Walensee, which is a significant lake in Switzerland. And then I tell Alex that I'm going to deploy the air brakes to compensate for my better performance. And this is the moment we're getting closest to each other. And this is all just incredibly wonderful, which makes me a very proud dad. It's probably a unique experience to be able to do this together with your son. So that's the end of the formation flight. We now fly to the next mountain peak, trying to catch thermals. And later this week, actually, Alex passed his gliding license exam. And the picture that you see coming up is just after the landing with the examinator after his successful flight. And then later that night we celebrate this with a beer, and you also see one of my other sons joining us for that occasion. Thanks for watching.